Hey everyone, it's Bluelizardjello, and welcome back to Blue's Storytime featuring Death Stranding. Last time, well, we made it here to the distribution center, we encountered some mules, but now I think it's about time that we head up to the wind farm. Not a trip that I am looking forward to be honest, but I do have a couple things in mind that might help make my trip a little bit easier, as well as subsequent trips, and trips for those who are kind of following in my footsteps. Now, I have already drank all my monsters, but of course, let's check on BB before we head out. Okay, BB looks happy, that's great. And I'm also going to use the facilities a couple times. We've already gotten the number 0 grenades, but I should be able to get the 1 and the 2 grenades before we head out, just by using the toilet. I am going to skip the cutscenes. We've seen them before, we don't need to see them again, and please don't request to see them again.
That should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. Another of our new EX grenades, the number 1. So named because it contains a vaporized extract formulated from your urine. Compared to our first iteration, this EX grenade contains a higher concentration of your fluids, which should make it more effective against BTs. Whenever you avail yourself of your private room's facilities, we will collect the results and produce additional units for your use. So you needn't worry about running out.
So the 0 grenades were made from my bathwater. The 1 grenades were from my urine. You can probably guess what the number 2 grenades come from.
The latest in our line of EX grenades. I give you the number 2. As you may have surmised, this model was produced with various extracts refined from your fecal matter. We suspect that your regular consumption of cryptobiotes has led you to excrete certain compounds that may prove especially effective against BTs. If you would like us to produce more, you need only furnish us with the requisite raw materials via your private room's toilet. I look forward to your feedback.
Now, honestly, I don't know the distinction between the 0, 1, and 2 grenades. I'm imagining it's simple in terms of its strength against BTs, 1 being kind of middle ground, 2 being the most effective. We're going to have to try them out. It would make sense that 2 would be the most effective because it's also the one that I get the fewest of.
ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons
So what do we have? We only have 1 order available. And of course that is bringing a power supply unit to the wind farm. It weighs 30 kilograms, so in and of itself it's actually pretty heavy, and we'll probably find some things along the way that we can bring to. The condition is that it has to be less than 50% damage, and it is a remote area. Now, if you hit right on the directional pad, you can also see some of the other aspects of the delivery. So you can see here, based on the symbols and their descriptions to the right, there are BTs, there's steep slope, there's cliffs, there's a river. As far as recommendations, it does suggest ladder, ropes, and bridge. Now, bridges take quite a lot. They take quite a lot, so I'm probably not going to be doing that, although typically, in the times that I've played this area in the past, people do tend to build bridges. Even though there's not a lot of water down there, the terrain is a little bit treacherous, so building bridges can make it just a little bit faster, especially if you want to bring a trike all the way down there, which I personally don't recommend. So what do we want to bring? Well, let's see. We already have 3 ladders that we own. We have 1 climbing anchor. 1 should be... Actually, I might make a couple of those, to be quite honest. Although it looks like maybe I have 1 and there's 1 in my private locker. I think that's what it means by supplies. But you know what? Let's just make 1 more just in case. As far as PCC, I do have 2. Probably not even going to bring them because I don't want to be carrying the materials to build the bridge just yet. Maybe kind of in subsequent runs we will. And container repair sprays, I do own 3 of those. That's going to be good because there's usually a lot of time fall in that area. But I already have 3, so we're going to leave that alone. So just the 1 climbing anchor. And let's see, let's carry it all on my back. We can always rearrange it if need be. Let's see, how does it optimize? It puts some on my arms, that's fine. But let's take a look and see what we have, because we're at 40 kilograms out of 125. That's not terrible. I have the power supply unit, 1 anchor. I do have the number 0 grenade. I might grab the other ones. I have a climbing anchor, the container repair spray. I only have 1. And I only have my boots. The boots should be fine, though. They're almost perfect. And we're going to see some plants along the way that can actually kind of suffice as footwear. Let's see. I probably have to get stuff out of my private locker, but I do want to bring this other climbing anchor. So that'll be good, and then we'll just go into the private locker. So we have lots of things available. So the number 1 grenades, the number 2 grenades. I do want to bring, I think I'll bring 1 more container repair spray. Though I want another ladder. I don't think I need another ladder. I think just having the climbing anchors will be sufficient. I do want to bring the number 2, and I do want to bring both number 1s. I think that'll work. Shouldn't be too heavy. Auto range just in case. So we're at 48.2 out of 125. Still pretty light.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
I really wish that we could use that trike, but no can do just yet.
Restrictions lifted.
I do want to plot my route, though. It's pretty straightforward. But there's the bridge, so we'll kind of go to the bridge. Head on over. There's a post box. We'll check that. Then head up this ravine. I like to hug the left side right here. Go up to the next post box, and this is usually right around where the time fall is. And let's see, yeah. It doesn't look too bad until you look at that terrain. And that is some rough going. So I think we'll go straight towards it. And actually, if we can do some climbing anchors right here. And then just follow. There's kind of a little gully over here. And then just a straight shot. Looks a lot easier than it's really going to be, though. Okay, not really sure. I'm not really sure what happened there. I actually got caught on the structure, and it kind of launched me up. Luckily, I didn't take any damage. Let's see. It looks like there's a fungal structure over to the left. Now, I did get a message on my last video suggesting that I stop and read emails at least briefly, just to see if there's any good information. So I will actually do that from time to time. So let's look at this new mail from Ben. Talks about cargo condition. So it's really just talking about the rates or the ratings that we get after we make a delivery. Definitely better to put condition first. Treat your cargo with care, and you'll be rewarded with way more likes. Yeah, so especially for Ben, the actual condition is huge. All right, let's take a look, see if there's anything inside here. So you can actually see this is a player's locker, which is pretty cool.
Sam, you can use share lockers to exchange cargo with other porters.
Let's see. Is there anything in here? So actually someone dropped off some metals, which isn't a bad thing. We could always use that to help build some bridges. Oh, and definitely...
Today's a good day.
I want to give this person all the likes I can. Now, why is it suggesting that I use my canteen? Did my... Oh, my stamina... Maybe the maximum stamina went down a little bit, but I should be okay. Granted, it is definitely better to drink before you need it and outside of Timefall and BT territory. We have some crystals. There's a really good container up there that needs to go to the way station. It's a small container, but it gets over 100 likes. That's quite a lot. Nope. I put this a little bit high up. If you do want to ever bring something back that says destroyed, you sure can, but you can only recycle it into some materials. You won't actually get anything else out of it. Oh, stamina restored, nice. Yeah, so my maximum stamina is down. So this right here, sandalweed. It can serve as temporary footwear in an emergency. So I'm gonna grab some just in case.
There we go.
But it really is not a great way of keeping your feet safe. So yeah, I might grab that on the way back. A few things for the distribution center, definitely worth grabbing. The metals as well. Got some crypto buyouts, don't really need them. So Timefall's about to start. I am gonna drink.
I'm good for now.
Okay, so you know what? I just realized something. Drinking doesn't restore your maximum stamina, only the stamina that you have available. So I would actually need to rest to get that back. That is a little bit of a problem, but also good to know. We have the strong wind to contend with.
This one's for you. Today's a good day.
Okay, so the post box here is empty. This sign's gonna tell me that Timefall's about to start, and now is the time when we just want to move.
There we go.
So Ben Hancock has his own post box up here.
Looks like some cargo has been transported to its destination on your behalf. You can access the share locker to collect it.
So what is actually inside? Oh, container repair spray and a PCC. I'm gonna leave that for future trips. That's good to know though. Things get only worse from here. So at this point, I don't need to use my climbing anchor just yet, but it is coming. In fact, this is probably going to be the first one right at the edge here. Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Oh, climb down. I do want to use it to its full extent. We might have to stop it right here. That's not too bad, though, because we can just hop down right here. We might actually be able to get away with just using that one. Should be almost in BT territory, though. Lots of forgotten drops over here, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. I'm gonna grab these medals. Definitely want to make sure we have, let's see, we're gonna start with the zero grenade. Look at the plants just growing and dying so quickly.
Ain't you a looker?
Oh, you are very close. Just keep going nice and slowly. We may have to clear a path with the grenade here soon. Also, I put my markers way up on a cliff. This could be a problem. Yeah, we might have to... Might have to clear a path right in front of us. This is getting very dangerous. We might have to use another grenade. I don't like this. Let's back up a little bit. We're having to deviate from our original route, and that's okay. Just watch the Odra deck. Yeah, see the container's damaged. That's okay, we have the container repair spray. I just need to watch it and make sure it doesn't get destroyed. It is within eyesight. I don't like this. We're gonna try and hold our breath through it. Catch our breath. Oh. That's not good. And we've been caught. Time to run. I didn't realize we were that close to being caught. We need to get out of this as quickly as we can. And this is what happens when you get caught. You do have a chance to escape, but you need to move, and you need to keep moving. We might actually be okay. Oh no. That's really bad. BB is not happy. We've destroyed, or we've at least damaged some cargo.
Scan
I only hope that we're still above 50% for that power supply unit. Okay, it is here. But I'm curious, what was the damage?
Delivering cargo.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Great. Everything's in order. I appreciate it.
Ooh, okay. 55% damage. I didn't think it would even accept it at that point. Yeah, I got a B. What a shame.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
New strand established. Wind farm has joined the UCA. That's great. So we have new interview, humanity's biggest problem, logistics, chiral contamination, and the discovery of beaches and the concept of death. We'll definitely take a look at some of those here soon. And now we can build generators, which means I can power that trike, and any future trips to the wind farm do become a little bit faster. I wouldn't say easier, but faster.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, huh?
Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
So we got a new email from Nick Easton. Let's take a look. One thing you do is take your old equipment to a delivery terminal and recycle it. Yes, we've already learned a little bit about recycling for sure. So even if you have something that's damaged, you can use that to your advantage. I have plenty of tips here as far as interviews go. I'm going to hold off on those. We'll take a look a little bit later when we're towards the end of this section.
Congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
So we do have some available. Let's see. Urgent. Resins delivery to the distribution center, which is where we're actually going to be heading. So it does have a limit of 45 minutes, something we can absolutely take. And look at the amount of likes it will get. It's 32 kilograms. We have 45 minutes. We'll get 512 likes. We will certainly be taking that.
This is a somewhat unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary.
Which we've already done. So we have 6 containers of resins. 45 minutes to do so. But I also want to see what other limits there are.
Hey, great work. That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option. Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
Nothing we need to make right now. I don't need to have a generator here, at least at this time. We will certainly be building one back at the distribution center. Ooh, we are getting a little bit top-heavy. But let's see what else we have.
Sam, double check the order summary.
That's all the way to Capital Knot City. That's to the way station. I could take this since I'm going directly there. These are completely unnecessary. You don't have to do this. And I think I'm already kind of pushing my limit. I may do some of these off camera once I have the trike available and come up with a better route for the wind farm. But no, I think at this point we are good with what we have.
By handing over excess materials to a facility, you can increase the amount stored on site. Now these materials can then be used later for equipment fabrication and so forth. Just remember that each facility has separate stores and that the amount on hand differs from site to site. Don't get carried away.
Let's take a look at some of our damage here. 32% is not bad. I just don't want to get it ruined in the timefall. Yeah, see, the metals at this point, if I don't drop them off here, I'm probably not making them back, so we'll definitely just get rid of those.
Delivering cargo. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your contribution.
And at this point, time to head out, and I think we're going to try and hug the right-hand side this time.
See you soon, I hope.
Mostly because I don't know what concentrations of BTs there are.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, someone has actually already made a bridge. Maybe we will hug the left-hand side, because it's kind of been carved out with this nice path. This is actually very clear. I mean, granted, we are going to run into BTs here soon, but as I've mentioned before, the more the same players actually go through the same area over and over again, and actually creates these desire paths, which is very handy. Actually even wears down some of the rocks in the terrain, so you can see what the normal route is. Maybe the BTs are clear for now? Ooh, I do want to grab this, the Ludens fan. We haven't actually gone there. Well, we've gone there, but we weren't able to make any deliveries. But I would like to bring that to the Ludens fan.
There we go.
Well, had I known that there wouldn't be any timefall or BTs in the way, I might have actually brought more stuff with me. Although, starting to get a little bit worn out. There is my anchor. I just need to get up a little bit higher. Uh-oh. That could be a problem, trying to climb this rope, so we might just have to climb a little bit on our own without it. Interesting. Someone has made a bridge up here. Not really sure why you would want that here. But a lot of people are using it.
Come on, let's get this show.
Yeah, it's even a level 2 already. That wind has really blown me around.
Sam, if you'd like someone to take care of a standard delivery for you, you can put the relevant cargo in a share locker. Should a fellow porter decide to lend you a hand, they can deliver the cargo to its destination, where it'll be held in a nearby storage unit.
Yeah, unfortunately, these performance-enhancing beverages are just a little bit too big for me, so I'm going to drop them off. That should help. just some advice from Ben about taking a break, which I most certainly plan on doing. That'll get my max stamina back up. So we're going to head back to the distribution center, drop off, get ready for the trek to Capital Knot City, but we'll have the trike there once we build a generator. I do want to rest, but I also want to head over to the Ludensfan, which is just beyond the mule territory. I really actually like going to some of the out-of-the-way locations.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Made it with plenty of time to spare. They should be really grateful for everything we just brought.
You brought this from the wind farm? I can't imagine what a chore that must have been. Thank you. Ha! Made record time. Wow, don't do things by halves, do you? Hard to believe one man could bring in a hole this big. Then again, you are a legend.
So we got some new music for the private room. New hologram data. Oh, new interviews. Chiral Contamination 2 and BTs are reaching out to us. Those both sound very interesting. More bandwidth. A lot more space for materials.
I don't know anyone who's done more to bring people together and get them back on their feet. It's hard to believe you're just one guy. Can't help wondering if the Great Deliverer isn't actually a small army. Because it sure seems like whenever someone's in trouble, you're there to lend a hand. It's enough to make me think you just might make it all the way to the coast. Good luck out there. I'll be rooting for you.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
So it looks like Ben sent us another email. This time he has some specific lost cargo that he's looking for. The river to the north of the distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Just follow it northeast from the center and you should find what you're looking for. It's a cube, so it ought to be easy to spot. And he wants us to take it to the distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Chuck a bunch of likes your way. Oh, plus a little something extra. So the river to the north of the distribution center, west of Capital Knot City. Follow it northeast from the center, and you should find what you're looking for. So let's... Can we look at the map here? Maybe we can't look at the actual map here. We'll have to do that when we're outside. That's good to know. I actually don't remember seeing anything like that previously. I did already shower and use the toilet a few times. I've already checked on BB. So let's just drink a little bit, and then I want to head to the Ludens farm. There we are. Perfect. And let's head out.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. It was just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
I'm going to check the delivery terminal just to see if there happens to be anything for Ludens Farm, but I don't think there is. This is recovering documents from a mule camp. And it looks like Capital Knot City and the way station west of Capital Knot City, so that won't do. But that's okay. Let's look at our private locker. I'm going to drop some stuff off because I'm carrying a lot for where we're actually trying to go. Don't need... I shouldn't need actually any weapons, to be honest. I already have a climbing anchor there. There's my character figurines. Yeah, that should be good enough. Keep it nice and light. Do I have a PCC on me? That's the one thing I do need is a PCC so I can go and make the generator. So we can go build that, charge the trike, and then drive over to the Ludens farm.
Have a pleasant journey.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
And that is the plan.
Construction complete.
That'll charge nice and quickly. Now, I want to take a look at the map and see what Ben was talking about. So there's Capital Knot City. I think he said it was the distribution center, correct? Well, we can read it again. The river to the north of the distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Follow it northeast from the center and you should find what you're looking for. It's a cube. Okay. So let's just look at the map here. How do I just interact with the map? Oh, there we go. So north. So from the center, go northeast. So is it somewhere up in here? From the center, northeast. Yeah, it must be somewhere around here. Maybe even just on that small island. Maybe we'll check that out. Wonder if anyone's built any bridges on the right side here. I was trying to see if I could pick up crystals while I drove past, and instead I dove off. Oh, the wind farm. And the bike does get damage. I think I mentioned this before, but it does get damage in Timefall. My anchor is up there, but unfortunately the rope's all the way up at the top. So that's not very useful. So we will have to actually climb our way up. Now with the trike, you can repair it anytime you're at a place with a private room. Or I think it has to have a garage, but you can park it in the garage and that will repair it automatically. Container repairs rates do not work.
All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
You the delivery dude? Oh, that's a relief. I've just about given up on you. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Respect, man. Seriously? Respect. About time I hopped on the whole chiral network bandwagon, am I right? Join the UCA and all that. You can help me do that, yeah? Thank you, Sam. Hey, take care out there. Hate for this to be the last time we meet, you know? So, I'm gonna need a moment to look over what you brought me. But I'll hit you back via mail after. Promise. Hey, I'm hoping maybe you can help me out again. Don't want to be weird, but I feel you and I might have like a connection or something.
Good work. New order available.
Alright, he does have some orders here. What do we have? Okay, Capital Knot City. Wind Farm. Oh, he wants me to recover a T-Rex model stolen by the mules. 26 kilograms for only 51 likes. That's pretty low. That's pretty low. I think I'm actually going to skip it for now. I want to go look for that one lost cargo from Ben Hancock. Oh, and look, someone actually has a ladder. It's a little bit easier than my climbing anchor. Definitely want to like that if I can. Appreciate that, Toradorable. So the idea... Oh, and there's a bridge. Okay, so once we've now connected it to the chiral network, we do see a lot more structures, which is good. Oh, and look, we already got something from... Ooh, that was extra large. The nice thing is, because we now have the bike, it's a little bit easier to get around the weight limit. You can even stack stuff on the bike. Let's get out of the rainfall. Oh, this is level 3 already. I do want to look at the email from the Ludens fan. Give me some likes just for that. So you're the best. You brought me something one of a kind. A Ludens figurine signed by none other than the creator himself. Try printing that with a chiral printer. The one you've got is pretty cool, but this is a national treasure. Very cool. So I want to head over that bridge. I think that might be... Oh, here's another one. This is where the game gets a little bit questionable. Not questionable. It's still fun, but the question is, what do I leave? Feel a little like Austin Powers right there. What do I leave and what do I actually stop and take? 'Cause there's going to be a lot of this stuff. Wind farm, distribution center... Let's head over this bridge and see if we can find some lost cargo from Ben. Oh, we still have a river here, don't we? We do. Alright. Lost cargo. It could be the disc-based media. I don't know if I'll know what it is. I mean, northeast, that would be potentially right there. I don't think I'm going to be able to drive, well, maybe through that shallow area right there in the corner. Assuming it's shallow. Try over here. I don't like the look of that. Okay, that was pretty shallow. So let's see what we have. Lost cargo backup fuel. What else do we have? That's just metals. Ore sample? See, I just don't know what it's gonna be. Did he tell me? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice the lambda. I should have read the notes a little closer. Yeah, I've heard the stories. Rumor has it that you're a big Half-Life fan. Once we were united, but now we've been scattered all over. Okay. So maybe it's going to be something Half-Life related? Is there something for the Ludens fan? I mean, it could maybe be disc-based media. Fresh water. I mean, I'm not sure how far northeast it would be. If this is the river north of the distribution center, I mean, right around here would make sense, right? Alright, well, let's maybe just take anything back and see if one of them is it. It would have to be the distribution center, so we'll try grabbing these.
Okay.
And we can actually open up the cargo here. So let's see, what can we put on? Can I put these on the bike? Yes, I can. Okay, so that helps. And I just put it right back on my back. So what else do we have? Oh wait, special machine, what is that? You can see all the cars that have just kind of fading into the ground here. So disk-based media.
Okay.
It would be nice if it told me exactly what it was, though. Is there anything else in the immediate vicinity? Oh, of course that's it. He said it's a cube. It's the companion cube. And it's an extra large. It's also on the island where I was already. Okay. We should be able to make this work. You know, when I read that in the beginning that it was a cube, and I just completely ignored it, I guess. Might have to do a little bit of rearranging of our loot here. Oh, it's actually, is it over there? No. Oh, it is over there. It's not even across the bridge. Well, that'll make it a little easier. Oh, look at that. It actually is a companion cube. We definitely need to... Oh, wow, I'm not even actually over my limit, so I will just drive back. I was going to rearrange, but we don't have to. Well, this should get us a lot of likes and something cool, I guess, from Ben. Let's go turn that in, and that'll likely be it for this episode. I think all the interviews that I've received, I'm going to read those off camera, and then we'll touch base on those at the beginning of the next part. I think it makes most sense to actually start an episode with more lore.
Begin scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Web decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Back, are you? You trying to put the rest of us to shame? Fine by me. Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Are those Gordon Freeman's glasses? I just got Gordon Freeman's glasses. That's fantastic.
Bye, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Thanks, Sam. You really are as great as they say. I knew I could trust you, and now I'm closer to achieving my goal, but I've still got a ways to go yet. That was just one step on my journey. I'm going to need your help again, Mr. Great Deliverer. Anyway, did you like those special glasses I gave you? Gordon glasses, I'd call them. As worn by one of my world's preeminent scientific geniuses. I reckon they do a good job of bringing out your natural tough guy looks. I wonder if his... It did say that he had another order. I wonder if it's going to be similar to the one we just did. Okay, so that's crypto buyouts, confidential documents. No. Okay. Very cool. Well, it is time that we rested and we called it a part there. we got a new email from Ben about the meaning of chirality, which is something I'm very fascinated about. Absolutely perfect. Well, with Gordon glasses equipped, that is going to do it for this episode of Blues Storytime featuring Death Stranding. We got to the wind farm. We've connected a couple more players into the UCA. And I think next time we got to head back to Capital Knot City before we head out to Port Knot City. And then we'll have to decide if we want to do any of the extras in between. But if it has anything to do with Half-Life or Gordon Freeman, I'm all about it. But I hope you're still enjoying. I'm still having an absolute blast playing. So here's the question that I'll leave you with. Mules. They're addicted to delivering. Is there a stage that we could consider us, the players, as mules? Because frankly, that's what this game is all about. It's all about making that next delivery. And if we can't stop picking up parcels and delivering them, how are we not mules? Or do we only become mules when we are willing to steal from others in order to make that delivery? That's a question that I want to hear from you down in the comments. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.